back to the SUPES channel. My name is Matthew Ramos, and on this channel I am to entertain, inform, and inspire using the topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes. So guys, we are a couple of days away from Wandavision finally premiering on Disney+, but some people have gotten the privilege to watch the first 3 episodes of the show a bit early, and now their reactions are on social media. So today we're going to break down the first reactions to the Wandavision Disney Plus series. Right before we get into that, guys, make sure to hit that bell notification on my channel to get notified when these videos go up. Now without further ado, let's break down the first reactions to Wandavision. So guys, with Wandavision premiering on Disney Plus this Friday, a couple of people that are well connected in the industry have gotten the privilege to see the first 3 episodes of Wandavision. These people have now put out their social media reactions without spoiling anything, and I want to make that very clear that there are going to be 0 WandaVision spoilers in this video. I don't know anything going into this show, and to be honest, with the way Marvel has been marketing the series, none of us really know what's actually happening. So starting off with a couple of the social media reactions that have been posted on Twitter, we're starting off with Steven Weintraub that is coming in from Collider, and he says, having seen the first 3 episodes of WandaVision and love how big of a swing Marvel Studios is taking with the series. The reason the MCU is the king of the hill is Kevin Feige's amazing leadership and willingness to take risks like what you'll see in WandaVision. So, judging off of Steven's reaction to WandaVision, this looks like it's going to be the MCU's biggest risk. And you know, there's so many Marvel haters out there that are always saying, you know, the reason DC is better is because DC takes risks. Marvel, it's always the same thing. It's always the same funny movies. But according to Steven here, this WandaVision series is Marvel's biggest risk. And I love that reaction because we know this series is going to be crazy. It's going to be big. But according to Steven, it goes aligned with everything we think this series is going to be. It's going to be something that Marvel has never done before. And I think it's extremely important that while Marvel has found so much success with, you know, their casual, you know, generic, like funny, kind of like family-friendly movies, I think it's also very important that Marvel continues to explore and try different things like WandaVision. And according to Steven, this is Marvel's biggest risk, and he's certainly loving the WandaVision show so far. The next reaction is coming in over from my boy Brandon Davis over at comicbook.com. BD puts, WandaVision is truly unlike anything the MCU has put out before. I can't emphasize that enough. It's a blast to watch. It is so committed to the sitcom structure of storytelling that it feels like a bold risk, but it pays off and builds a mystery. It is awesome. So BD again is certainly in line with what Steven is saying that this is one of the riskiest things Marvel has ever put out. And because they're saying that it's one of the riskiest things Marvel has ever put out, I do feel like once this series does come out, there's going to be a portion of people that don't like this show. I can tell you that right now. Because again, BD mentions here in this tweet that this show commits to the sitcom structure of storytelling. That is something we've never seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I already know that there's definitely going to be people that don't like this sitcom structure of storytelling, despite Marvel continuing to expand their horizon and try different things. But again, I'm interested to see what Marvel brings to the table, because we know with Kevin Feige at the helm of all of this, it's going to be fire, and this is something that's going to be completely new. And I love how Marvel's expanding their way of how they tell their stories, because this show is going to tell their story as if it's a sitcom, and that's something that is weird and it's crazy, and it's something that I never thought I would see in a Marvel project, but apparently we're gonna see it in WandaVision. This next reaction is coming in from Eric Davis. Eric puts, I've watched 3 episodes of WandaVision and have thoroughly enjoyed it. Truly unlike anything Marvel Studios has done, it's light, funny, and fully committed to its retro sitcom inspirations. But it also carefully sprinkles in enough mystery and intrigue to keep you guessing. So guys, one of the reasons I'm super excited for this show, and it falls in line with all of these reactions we're seeing, is that because Marvel's committing to this sitcom style of storytelling, there's going to be a lot of mystery building. You know, we know this show's going to start off in like the 50s, 60s, where it's black and white and it's very sitcom, and you know, there's an actual live audience laughing and reacting to what Wanda and Vision are saying and the jokes that they're making. But sprinkled in all of that is going to be sudden hints here and there of what's really going on with this crazy alternate reality. You know, as Wanda continues to kind of remember where she comes from. Because again, Wanda does start off this series not knowing like where she's at. I mean, I'm sure that when she creates the reality, again, I don't know if this is for sure, but I'm sure that when she creates this reality, or when Agatha creates this reality, that Wanda is going to lose her memory somehow. And, you know, slowly but surely, Wanda is going to get triggered by certain things, certain objects, or people that trigger her memories to slowly come back. And she slowly starts to come back to reality in her mind, that all of this is fake. And again, we're going to see hints of that with these first 3 episodes that it's going to continue to build. My prediction is that this show is going to start off very slow, very chill. We're going to see a ton of Wanda and Vision and just them bouncing off each other, which is going to be awesome. It's going to be funny and it's going to be different. You know, just the fact that Marvel's back, and it's been literally, the last time we saw a Marvel project was July 2019. So here we are, January 2021, just getting our first piece of Marvel in years. But once we break in this series, it's going to build. There's going to be little hints here and there of Wanda, you know, looking at objects and getting triggered by it. In a recent piece of footage, they released a TV spot where Wanda in a black and white world is looking at a colored helicopter. And that, judging off of her face, that certainly triggers her to remember something, or to remember that this isn't really real. Now guys, I love this reaction coming in from Hector Navarro. Hector puts, I gotta see the first 3 episodes of WandaVision, and it was everything I hoped it would be. Funny, clever, creepy, and above all, sort of tragic. The reality is, WandaVision is taking the Marvel Cinematic Universe places it has never gone before, and there's no going back. I love that reaction. Because again, this show is pioneering the Marvel Cinematic Universe into places we've never gone before. We've never seen, you know, this sitcom style structure from a Marvel project. And again, he describes the show as funny, clever, creepy, and again, sort of tragic. Because again, Kevin Feige has said in the past that this show is going to focus heavily on Wanda's mental health and her escaping her reality, because the reality that she has in the regular present MCU is so tragic. She's been through so much. She's lost so much. So it would make sense for her being, you know, having the power to do so, for her to create her own alternate reality where life could be exactly how she wants it. And there's some level of, you know, that's kind of tragic. It's kind of a tragic situation. Griffin Schiller puts, WandaVision is nothing short of brilliant. Easily the MCU's boldest, most original and innovative venture thus far. The true genius comes from Jack Schiffer's smart, sharp, witty script and Bettany and Olsen's electric performances. I had the biggest smile on my face the whole time. So yeah, that's another one of the things that I'm really looking forward to in this series, is just seeing finally the spotlight being put on just Wanda and Vision, Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany. You know, we've seen them across the entire MCU, but they've never really had their moment, or just, I guess, the project where they have the spotlight on them. They've always been side characters. But in this show, we're gonna finally get to see them just do their own thing, be themselves. And I can assure you guys, judging off of these reactions, people are definitely praising the performances of both Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany. So that is awesome to hear. But again, at the beginning of this reaction, Griffin put, easily the MCU's boldest, most original and innovative venture thus far. In a universe where Marvel made the biggest movie of all time with a cast of over 60 characters, this is their biggest, most innovative venture? You know, that is mind-boggling. Like, these are the same people that made Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War, 2 of the biggest movies of all time, and this is their boldest, most original venture, WandaVision? That says a lot. And the final reaction we're gonna break down today comes from Joseph. Joseph puts, expect the unexpected in WandaVision. Marvel Studios is changing the game with this genre-bending series. Every episode feels like a page turn of a comic book I didn't want to put down. This is how you debut our first Disney Plus MCU show. Welcome to the new era of the MCU. So according to Joseph's reaction, he is certainly a fan. And to be honest, guys, I've been looking all over Twitter to seeing different people's reactions, reading different people's reactions, and there hasn't been one negative reaction regarding WandaVision. Now, what's interesting is that one superhero project that we just had come out that didn't necessarily have a lot of action, but more just story, was Wonder Woman 1984. a big complaint of Wonder Woman 1984 was that there wasn't a lot of action in the movie. Well, looking over to WandaVision, judging off of these reactions, there's not much action in the show. It's more of just the story, the script, Wanda and Vision bouncing off each other, creating some, awesome moments, just, again, keeping the chemistry and their performance through the roof. So it's going to be interesting to kind of like see how fans react to Wonder Woman 1984 and to WandaVision, which are both projects that are similar in structure in that they don't necessarily have a lot of action, but it's focused more on the story and the script. So guys, judging off of all of the reactions we broke down in today's video, WandaVision is going to take us somewhere we've never been before in the MCU, and we're never going back. I could not be more excited for this series. Everyone is loving it all across social media. I haven't seen one negative reaction when it comes to WandaVision, so I'm not being more excited for this series. But I'm gonna need you guys to hit that bell notification on my channel or subscribe if you haven't already in order to be here for our WandaVision watch party this Friday. I just hosted not a WandaVision watch party, a Marvel Legends watch party last Friday for their Marvel Legends show that debuted on Disney Plus at 3 in the morning if you're on the East Coast, again, midnight if you're on the West Coast. This Friday, WandaVision comes to us on Disney Plus, and they are debuting with their first 2 episodes, which I believe are each 30 minutes long. So, because Marvel's debuting with 2 episodes this Friday, I'm going to be hosting a live WandaVision watch party at 3 in the morning if you're on the East Coast, again, midnight if you're on the West Coast, because that is the time that the episodes release on Disney Plus. With that being said, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the first reactions to WandaVision. Let me know what are you most excited to see in this show. And with that being said, make sure to hit that bell notification on my channel. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.